This video tutorial shows you how to work with the Subsection Settings tab in the Settings section of the QB Generator Part 66 examination software. It shows you how to set up the subsections and configure each with question levels 1, 2, or 3, in accordance with the Part 66 syllabus, and with the desired number of questions for each license category. You should watch the video working with modules as an introduction to this video. Click on Settings. You must be a Level 1 administrator to access the settings. Click the Subsections tab. The default subsection configuration is the first module on the Modules configuration page. This is usually Module 1, Mathematics. You can switch to any other modules by selecting the module from the Modules drop-down menu. Each module page lists the respective subsections with their number and title. Columns are shown for each license category. The license categories are those we configured on the Modules configuration page. For each license category, and for each subsection, the question level is displayed, along with the number of questions to be picked for the subsection and license category. For example, in this subsection, for a Category A exam, 5 questions are picked, at Level 1. For a Category B 1.1 B 1.3 exam, 2 questions are picked, at Level 2. For a Category B 1.2 B 1.4 exam, 4 questions are picked, at Level 2, and so on. The number of questions you set here are presets only. Each can be overridden on an exam-by-exam generation. The text inside the text boxes is the descriptions of the subsection, or the subsection content. This can be cut and pasted from the Part 66 syllabus. Or, if you are working in a type training database, these are the descriptions of each ATA chapter. This column shows the number of questions that are in the database for each of the subsections. If there are no questions in the database for any particular subsection, the number is replaced with a red X. You can click the red X to delete the subsection. It is not possible to delete a subsection if it contains questions. The total number of questions stored in the database for all the subsections is shown at the bottom of the page. If any subsection does not apply to a module, that is, if a subsection is excluded from the Part 66 syllabus, leave the question level field blank. QB Generator does not pick questions for that subsection when you generate an exam in the specified license category. These numbers show the target number of questions. This is the total number of questions that must be picked for the entire exam, as specified by Part 66. This number is automatically taken from the Modules configuration page. The number below is the total number of questions as summed by the number of questions per license category on this subsection's configuration page. The two numbers, target and total, must be equal. If you change any of the numbers of questions on this configuration page, you see the target number change automatically, as it recounts the total number of questions. Configure the number of questions for each subsection such that it totals the target value. If you set the number of questions for any subsection too high, the QB generator warns you that the total is greater than the target. Click OK to acknowledge and override this. Click Save Changes to accept any configuration changes that you have made. Now we demonstrate how to add a new subsection to a module. We select Module 8 for this part of the demonstration and add a new subsection, High-Speed Flight. Click the button Add New Subsection. A new line appears at the bottom of the subsection list. Proceed to fill in the data for the new subsection, the subsection number, and its name. For each of the columned license categories, fill in the question levels. Click Save Changes to accept the new data. After the data is saved, you can return to the module and enter the number of questions for the subsection for each license category. Make adjustments to the other subsections to ensure that the total number of questions equals the target number. Type the syllabus description for the subsection, if any. You can use the tools on the toolbar if you want to apply some special formatting to the text, such as bold, italic, or underline. Click Save Changes to accept the new data. Finally, a checkbox for each subsection is available to exclude the subsection from any exam generations. For example, you may want to do this if the subsection is not yet mandated in the Part 66 syllabus. Or, if it is a subsection you want to use for incomplete questions. Note that you put a tick in the box to exclude the subsection. If you want to delete a subsection, simply click the red X and confirm. You are not allowed to delete the subsection if it contains questions. The red X is replaced by the number of questions contained. You do not need to click Save Changes after deleting a subsection.